Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And I know if you're not new to this channel, you know it's been a while since I haven't uploaded. You guys, grad school was kicking my ass, but I'm back. We're back and we're better. We're going to try to be consistent. I don't want to say that because sometimes I'm not consistent, but because you know, life, you can't really control life, and life is what makes you consistent or not. Anyway, I'm rambling. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, this will be a natural beat. It will be this beat right here. You guys, I actually think, like, I've been playing around with this routine, like my natural beat routine, and I finally kind of like settled down on it. And I feel like this is the best I've ever done. Like, the blush on top of the bronzer, the lip liner with the lip gloss, like, your girl did her thing. Like, the little starter locks looking like little starter locks, like everything just came together for this look, and I'm absolutely in love. All the products that I used in this video will be mentioned and also listed in the description box, so make sure to check that out if you're interested in any of these products. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my content coming soon. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, you guys, so first, to start my routine, I always go in with my eyebrows. I'm using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Brown. And to do this, I just outline my eyebrows. I had gotten my eyebrows started, so the shape was kind of perfectly there. And then to conceal under my eyebrows, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Concealer in the shade 11. And this is just to help the shaping of the eyebrow just pop a bit. And then on the top of my eyebrows, I'm going to outline it with just the beauty supply store concealer. I use a concealer that is as close to my skin tone as possible. And I also go back in with the brow pencil just to like fix any mistakes that I may have made. I may have overlined the eyebrows, so I just go back in with the brow pencil so that I can make sure that that shape of that brow is perfectly defined. And also, I will not be mentioning the brushes that I use throughout this because I get my brushes from everywhere and I've had them for a pretty long time. But most of my brushes come from BH Cosmetics, e.l.f., the beauty supply store, or like CVS or anything. So I'm showing you the brushes so you can see what type of brushes I use when I do each step in my routine. But you can just use whatever brush works for you. For my foundation, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Matte Foundation in the shade 450 and also the Juvia's Place Matte Foundation in the shade Malawi. I kind of mix them two because it's getting to be my winter color, and the Fenty Beauty shade is like my summer color, like my deep chocolate color, and then the Juvia's Place Foundation is kind of like a on the border. So I kind of mix them just to get like a perfect shade. You'll see like it looks super light like now, but as you can go throughout the process and once it like melts in and gets set and all that stuff, it just matches perfectly. And then also I go in with a beauty blender. You can use any damp beauty blender just to take off the excess a bit, because I did go in with like a second layer and it was already a lot. So I just go in to take the excess off and then also kind of like really pat in the foundation into my skin. For my under eye highlight, I'm going back in again with the Juvia's Place Concealer. And then I'm also adding the e.l.f. hydrating concealer in the shade Tan Sand. So I'm going to go in with the Juvias in the inner and outer corner, and then use the Tan Sand right in the center just to give that. I like really bright under eyes, but like I said, this is a natural beat, so we're trying to go as natural as possible but still kind of have that brightening eye effect, just to like lift the face just a bit. And then you'll see me go back in with the Juvia's Place concealer, because the Tan Sand, it's super bright but it's also a beautiful shade, just to help kind of like tie it all in together. That's why I went back in with the Juvia's Place. And then once I set it, it just blends out beautifully. You'll see later. And whatever excess is on my beauty blender, I'm going to go around my mouth, and also I'm going to do another layer on my chin, and then the excess from there I go like around my mouth again. To set the under eye highlight, I'm using the Revolution setting powder in the shade Banana Deep, and I no longer bake anymore. I feel like the bake was giving me a flashback, so what I do is I take this shade, especially because it's so bright, I take the shade and then I actually pat in the setting powder into the concealer, and that kind of helps bring it together so beautifully. And then I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting powder in the shade Deep, and I'm gonna use this all over my face. So it's like double setting with powder. I first set my under eye concealer, and then I set my entire face, including the concealer. So because this is a natural foundation, natural beat routine, I'm going to be using bronzer instead of contour, but I'm also going to be using bronzer to contour my cheek, contour my nose, and then also as sort of eyeshadow. It's not really eyeshadow, but you know, sometimes our eyes are a little bit darker than our face, and for me, that is the case. So I go in with bronzer just to kind of like cover up the dark marks in the eyes, but also give it like a little put together look. It's kind of hard to explain, but remember, we're trying to imitate how our face looks naturally, but just put together. That's what I think of when I think of a natural beat. And also, I did not do lashes for this look because I already had lash extensions in, but if I was doing a natural beat, I would go in with the most natural looking lashes I had, probably like a 20mm or 15mm lash, and just call it day. And then also for blush, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush 2 palette. I first used the shade Yara, and then it was kind of like blending in, so I went in and topped that off with Tau, and I only went in a bit with the Tau because it is a bright pink, and like I said, we're aiming for natural, and I wanted kind of like rosy cheek kind of blush, but also like naturally. So Yara and Tau, I think that's what it's called, mixed together usually give me the perfect kind of natural blush that I'm looking for. I'm going in with the NYX Lip Pencil in the shade Dark Cocoa, and then I use a clear lip gloss. You can use any clear lip gloss. I just grabbed the first one I saw. I have so many, but most of my lip glosses are either from NYX or the beauty supply store. So the one that I am using in this one is from the beauty supply store. Took that little headscarf thingy, I went back in with the foundation brush just to get like the line of demarcation rid of.